All right. Hello there, Diet Rebel Scum. Diet Rebel Scum Curious. Diet Rebel Scum being those of us who have taken the food pyramid, the government recommended food pyramid, the doctor recommended food pyramid, the everybody freaking recommended food pyramid, and said to hell with that. We are not avoiding meat and fat. We think it's the stuff of life. In fact, we're avoiding the carbs that you say we should eat. So, it's been a few days since I've done an Accountabilibuddy check-in. It's been very busy. Had some issues come up. I am not at my house, and I'm just doing this on my work laptop. So this is very probably poor production quality. I tell you what, this thing does very good in natural daylight in front of a window. But I just got this dim lamp in a spare bedroom with the air conditioner vent on, and it's might pick up in here. But okay, enough of that. I am really getting better at avoiding the carbs, and I guess it's probably doing this channel and reporting in when I'm gonna fail, if I fail. So check this out. Okay, it's been a while since the dear family friend stocked the candy coated crack cocaine peanuts. These, look at this. Okay, these have not been at my parents' house. Okay, so now I gave away my location. I'm at my parents' house. So anyway, my dad's in the hospital right now, and so I'm having to keep an eye on my mother. And while my sister, who also does the bulk of the, and does 99% of the taking care of the parents, she's with my dad in the hospital. So anyway, enough of that. So I just wanted to say that this used to be a big problem for me. But look at this. I'm holding them in my hands. They've been here for hours. So that dear family friend came by the house and restocked my parents have this carousel thing in the middle of the kitchen table. And it's got cashews, peanuts, almonds, there's a couple other kind of walnuts. Anyway, there's this whole array of nuts in these jars. And one of the ones that he brings over, these are peanuts that have a candy coating on them. And once you eat one, well, then that leads to 100 more, at least. Like half this jar. I don't know, I've never counted, but so I normally would have taken a handful of those, and it would have led to 3 or 4 handfuls. But since I've started this channel, I've had a few cheats. I think I may have eaten these once before, but really they haven't been around. So we ran out of these maybe a week ago. I can't remember. I come visit my parents almost every night. Probably 6 days out of 7 I come by because I live very close, and it's easy to grab a few nuts, and I usually do. I usually maybe have a handful of almonds or cashews, or typically I grab the peanuts, and but that's pretty much the only carbs I eat, except for the whole milk in my lattes. Now that's in the teens of carbs, each time I do that. 1 cup of milk. I actually I measured that the other day because I wanted to make sure. It's like, okay, I think I know how many grams of carbs each one of these lattes are that I make at home. And so I was like, okay, I'm using like a serving, but I was like, I think I may be using more than a cup. Well, I'm not. So I actually got out the measuring cup, put it in the thing that I heat the milk up in, where I usually fill it to. And in fact, I may sometimes do under a cup, so I'm not even quite a serving on a lot of days when I'm making those. But yeah, so really I wanted to make this video because I'm holding them, I'm looking at, look how close they are, and I'm not even tempted to open this jar and start this chain reaction of just eating a bunch and making this a 20 or 30 grams of sugar, kind of like a little light binge. All right, because I've eaten plenty. I think I've always heard in the carnivore community what they always say, and in the keto community too, carnivore and ketovore, is really the sugar cravings are coming because you're not eating enough fat. You're just not eating enough to keep yourself satiated, so you start having those sugar cravings again. And also dabbling in the artificial sweeteners too will keep that sweet tooth alive. I keep hearing that too. But so yes, I just got through eating 6 eggs not too long ago. But I was pretty hungry earlier. I mowed my lawn today, and I did a pretty good sprint running workout, 100-yard dash repeats in the heat. If it looks like I got some sun, like I may be getting a little more. I'm not burned. I'm not burned at all, but I'm getting very, very tan, and I'm just noticing. I don't know if it's because of this bad lighting or something, but I'm a little white around the eyes, but my forehead and head's kind of tan. Because that was 45 minutes. I was out in the direct sunlight, out in the street, running up and down the street, trying to get these slow legs to move faster. These 53-year-old legs, which are quite sexy, by the way. I think they need to be shaved to match my shaved chest, because I trimmed my great chest hair. Is that TMI? That is TMI. Too much information. Okay, I'm going to stop this video. That's probably enough for this evening. It's getting pretty late. I'm pretty tired. It's 10:55 p.m. here in the U.S., central U.S. But anyway, so I don't know what time it is where you're at, but it's probably not this time. Unless you're in the U.S. watching this, of course. But wherever you are, have a good evening, or a good morning, or a good afternoon, whatever's happening. All right, Diet Rebel scum, let's make it another low-carb day.